Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Ace Match! Sorry about that. Ace Match, I am so excited about this game. I'm so excited about this game. This is gonna be so fat. Zero versus Leta. Wow. Wow. Yes, and that's like W-O-W-O-W without even separate words. That is a single word. Wow. This is going to be epic. I can feel it in my bones and the 30-minute length of the video that this is going to be an epic game. I'm really looking forward to this. Anything could happen in this game. Literally anything. We could see any unit in the Terran or Zerg arsenal in this game, because both these players are capable of doing whatever they want. You know, we could see Valkyries, we could see Queens, we could see battle cruisers. We're gonna see some crazy stuff here, I hope, and I'm really looking forward to this. Anyway, by the way, this series is very old. I just realized this is from a couple weeks ago, because I just saw that Christmas tree and I was like, wait a minute. So sorry, this game is pretty old, but regardless, this is going to be fun. Anyway, so we got Zero spawning in the bottom right hand corner. He's the Zerg player. He's sending his Overlord directly towards Leta's base, which is the brown Terran. Don't see brown very often for some reason. And the top right hand corner, there's Leta right there. Anyway, I'm curious to see what is going to come out of this game. We've got Zero going for a quick expansion, 12 hatchery, probably going to put down his pool next. Leta going for 1 racks, probably going to go 1 racks into command center, very standard Terran versus Zerg these days. And Zero also sending out a drone scout, very smart. You almost need to at this point, again, especially against, again, like I said in the first game with Leta in it, you need to send out that drone scout. At least I think I did. I don't remember if that's one of the ones I casted twice. I may not have said it when it actually recorded. You need to send out that drone scout to see if he's meching or doing something silly. Because Leta, let's just face it, can be silly. Silly Leta. For some reason that empty chair is ominous. Anyway, so he's gonna get that drone out there. Actually, well, his Overlord's gonna get there first, and I mean that's the other thing, is you don't want to risk that Overlord. Drone's easier to risk it at that point. Let's see what Zero does. So he's is he gonna get a hatch? Is that before his pool? Did he just get 3 hatcheries before his pool? No, I think he has a pool at the bottom of his base. It looks like Leta is gonna go for a command center immediately after that barracks. Just got a single Marine and then gets the command center. So very heavy econ game starting out here. And look at this, Zero is a little bit worried. He's getting that 3rd hatchery. He's a little bit worried. He's getting that, you know, he must have a spawning pool at the bottom, but there it is. So he's gonna get a sunken colony up just in case of some kind of a crazy bunker rush, because he wants to drone up, and he's building lots of drones and not many Zerglings or anything like that. So it's a pretty smart move there. He doesn't know, and I mean he was pretty much in the dark as well. He didn't know if there's a command center up there behind that, or if there was 2 more barracks, or another barracks. I guess he'd probably do 2. No idea what's coming, so it's a really good idea to have that sunken colony for defense. He doesn't know if it's a factory either. You know, if there's a vulture coming, he's going to need a sunken colony down to protect against that vulture as well. So very prudent of Zero. He doesn't want to. I mean, this is the Ace Match. This entire series, the fate of the entire world rests on this, in the balance of this one game. And oh, the Overlord's probably going to go down. Oh, that hurts. That is bad. That is really bad to lose an Overlord that early. I think he did what he wanted to and found out that there was no expansion yet, but he didn't see that command center behind, which is really what he really wanted to know about. But I think that Overlord was just peeked out a little bit to the side of that ridge instead of being up on top, and showed its face a little bit too much. Anyway, so that puts Zero behind a little bit. He's having to produce an extra Overlord there. He maybe have been supply blocked temporarily, unable to keep producing drones for a moment. But luckily with the Zerg, you do have those larva build up. You can produce them again. Anyway, we're gonna see him start teching up here pretty soon. and we're going to see lairs, we're going to see probably factories, but I like this Leta playing just like he did in the previous game, which worked for him really well, at just getting that 1 Rax into CC, and just playing it really, a little bit risky actually, not having too many forces on the ground, but keeping an eye on what Zero is doing to make sure he's not producing a lot of Zerglings. And look at that, Spire goes down immediately, almost immediately after that lair. And then going for a single medic and a single firebat as soon as the academy's up as well. So really good move, and it's pretty safe to do that basically. So he's playing really safe. Uh-oh, are they going with the... Oh, I thought he was going without a medic for there for a minute. And then again, moving out, putting a little bit of pressure on here. Now, in Leta's earlier game, the Zerg player... Oh, why can I not remember what Zerg that was? Had a lot more Zerglings out, and so it was a little bit more dangerous for him to be pushing out here. But Leta also pushed out a little bit later, and it was a longer distance to cover. So, this is interesting to see this. And there's the factory going on. Is he going to go for it? No, he's not going to go for a Sunken Blast. He'd need more forces for that, but he did force Zero to get that extra Sunken Colony, that third one up, just in case. And he's keeping things safe at home as well. Oh, the Overlord lives! Is he gonna... Oh, stupid Firebat getting in the way of those Marines, making sure he couldn't kill that Overlord. Wow, that was clutch. That Overlord is like, whew! And what is Leta? Leta's just, what is Leta? He was just sighing like something frustrating had happened, but I don't know what he was frustrated about. Maybe that was a clip from a few moments ago from when he didn't kill that Overlord. That might have been what happened there. Anyway, getting up a second comsat station, getting up those turrets, doesn't even, I mean, I guess the turret, well, oh, never mind, the Spire's popped. I thought the Spire wasn't done yet. And getting that Hydra Den out pretty quickly as well. Probably going to see Zero. Oh, and the very fast Queen's Nest, actually. Whoa, are we going to see Guardians or something like that? That could be cool. The Firebat going down to stop any sort of third base. There's the rest of the mutas. So now he's going to move out with these mutas. A lot of turrets. Leta really does not like the possibility of getting hurt by turrets. By mutas. He loves to put up those turrets, doesn't he? 4 turrets in the natural expansion, a few in the main as well. Zero's going to take one look at that and immediately get the heck out of dodge. Excuse me. Actually, I thought they was building a 4th, but maybe there was just 3 there. And again, Leta playing very safely, keeping those medic marines next to his. And there's the evolution chamber as well. Very well, it's not early actually, but getting an evolution chamber up and the Queen's Nest. I wonder if we're gonna see an Ultralisk rush of some kind, trying to get to Ultralisk pretty quick. And there's Zero with just those, I think he only made even 7 mutas or 8 mutas or something like that, to pressure with and just keep him in his base. Yeah, Hoki did have the 4th turret, and there's a 5th turret in the natural as well. So Leta playing really conservatively, keeping way back in his base, building lots of turrets, and Zero is just going to say, alright, well, I'll go for Hive then. You want to sit there and tech up? I'll sit there and tech up. And that's exactly what he's doing. Leta's probably going to push out before too long, though. He's got his science facility up. He's got his starport with the add-on. So he's going to produce a vessel and probably a tank as well to go with it. And then he's probably going to start pushing out once he has a couple tanks, maybe. Because he doesn't know what's going to be out there. If Zero went straight for lurkers, then he could have to worry about lurkers and such. So that'd be a possibility. Anyway, there's lurkers. Okay, so he did go straight for lurkers. Anyway, the Evo chamber, I guess, just for probably for attack upgrade, ranged attack upgrade on the lurkers, if he was going for those quick lurkers. And he didn't build many mutas, so I'm really curious to see what this very quick hive is about. No, it's just quick defilers, super quick defilers. Wow. I mean, he just went straight for, you know, as soon as he got those mutas out, he went straight for the Queen's Nest and just went straight for defilers very quickly. Excuse me. Normally, you know, the Zerg player is in a bad position. They get their... Oh, excuse me. Not a bad position, but they get their lurkers up, and then they have to kind of stall. Uh-oh, get the... Run away, lurker, run away! Then they have to kind of stall... not get across that ramp. Then they have to kind of stall the Terran player as they push across the map to try and get those defilers up, and they often get the defilers done barely in time. he's got Consume probably a quarter upgraded already at this point. So he's going to have plenty. Oh, a Radiant goes off on the Mutas. Separate those Mutas. There, the Radiant one finally gets separated out. Not too much damage done to those Mutalisks. He's kind of run in there and just say hi. Wow, and he really droned up that third base quick, but he needs to worry about this force moving across the map. He's got a Nidus Canal up. He's going to be able to Nidus over to that expansion base and get any defilers out if he needs to that expansion. I like that. The couple Skurs chilling in the side just in case, making sure he doesn't get dropped, being very, very safe. And Zero, I mean, in the last game, Zero basically, he just got his bases, played really safe, defended them pretty well, and then just went crazy macro mode. And I wonder if that's exactly what we're going to see right here. He's gotten his tech up, he's gotten his lurkers down, he's gotten his third base. Probably going to see him take a fourth with using lurkers and defilers. Yeah, there's the fourth base going up, and then he's just going to go nuts and explode. He's just going to explode with tons of units. It's going to be crazy. Anyway, it's a little bit sort of a ginger situation right now. Nidus Canal not quite up yet. Terran army bearing down on expansion. I don't know if he has the forces to deal with this. There's the vessels. He's probably irradiated a couple of those lurkers on the ramp. No, he hasn't irradiated them, but he's going to fall back anyway. Where are these lurkers going? I have no idea what they're doing. Zero having a lot better control than Sulky. Oh, Mutas, what are you doing? Oh, no! Whoa, that was a close one. Defiler's trying to come in from behind. The Nidus Canal is up, so he can route units in from behind now. And always trying to pick off those siege tanks with the Mutalisks. Too many Marines, though, are going to force those Mutalisks back. Wow, swarms and lurkers in the middle map already. He's forced to cancel that fourth base. That is huge, but he's got a defiler out now, so he's going to be able to push down that ramp with the defilers and the lurkers is what it looks like. And if he can sandwich, if he can pincher that army in that choke there. I mean, we saw Leta do that. Sulky was able to kill off a large army, and Zero is doing this so much better than Sulky is. Going with the swarms now, but no units to follow up. Well, not a lot of units, I guess. He's got some lurkers underneath there, forcing him back. But he doesn't trap those units. If he trapped them from the other side with another defiler, that would have been beautiful. But at the very least, he's going to drive that force out of that choke, and and he lets the tank die. Interestingly, because he's irradiating the lurkers. Anyway, he forces those units out of that choke. He's going to try to push down that ramp and take that third base. Leta trying to push in with those Marines again, as the lurkers were dead. But, and he might actually be able to do that. The hatchery gets put down, but Zero needs to really get some more lurkers in play there. He's having a hard time keeping lurkers underneath the swarms. There he goes, nicely done. More lurkers underneath there. And how is that force still there? That force of Terran units is still in that natural expansion, still messing around. He really needs to clean that up and get that stuff out of there so he can get his fourth base going, because right now Leta is kind of controlling the game and getting a third base up, and that is really not what Zero wants right now. It looks like it looks like that hatchery even died. It looks like he didn't even cancel at that time. Anyway, but Zero has +1 carapace. It looks like Leta actually might have +2 weapons. Yeah, +2 weapons on those. So he actually has a pretty good advantage there. But the swarm obviously is the main thing here. It kind of changes things around, makes the upgrades a little bit less important. It's more about tactics with the swarms than about the upgrades at that point. Zero, I love you. Oh, good old Zero, running in with single Zergling first to try and take the mine hits. Here he comes in, some swarms on top of lurkers into natural expansion, really putting some pressure on Leta. I like this move, keeping Leta back a little bit, and he's actually going to be able to get a couple lurkers underneath swarms in there. Oh man, wow, and the defiler's still there. Where's he gonna, tries to plague the, he does get the plague on the vessels. I thought he missed, but he plagues 3 of the 4 vessels. Nicely done. Wow, really putting some pressure back on Leta there, enabling him to get down that ramp and take his 4th base, and that is huge. Once he gets that 4th gas, he's going to be able to put out tons and tons and tons of high-tech units. It's going to be awesome, and we're probably going to see Leta, Zero, again, just get really massive and just start getting tons and tons and tons and tons of units and macroing it like a fiend. It's probably going to be his plan here. I mean, he's already got the tech that he wants. He seems to be sticking with his tech. He's got the 2 Evo chambers. There's the Ultralisk Cavern, actually. So he's going to go